Yo, what is up, guys? This is RizzyPOW, and this is going to be my Week 6 game up against Aberforth and the Newcastle Umbreon, I believe. We, of course, are the Phoenix and Flores, and we are currently sitting at a 3-2 record with a +4 differential, actually putting us at the top of our conference. I would show you, actually, like, the actual conference this week and how everything is looking on the dock, but I can't really do that actually because, well, I'm not going to do it just because I'm not showing the team builder for this video. And the reason I'm not showing the team builder for this video is actually because my team for Abe actually got deleted. And I actually moved into my dorm a couple of days ago onto my campus, and I went to the IT department because I had some problems with my computer that I wanted to get fixed and stuff like that, you know. And I made a mistake of not backing up all my 250 showdown teams, and they all got fucking deleted, and that's fucking annoying. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm actually kind of annoyed, but you know, it's all right. You know, it's not the biggest deal. You know, I'm still alive. I'm doing well. But yeah, this week we're going to be going up against Aberforth, and this is actually a really big week because Abe is I think he's second in the conference or something, but he's really strong in the playoff race right now. So I do want to beat him because I want to put him, you know, down. I want to keep Abe low so he can't pass me in the future. If you guys want to know his full entire team, he has like Coco, Mence, Mega Scizor. Those are actually the top 3 threats, as well as Darmanitan to my team, and he brought all of those, which kind of was annoying. He has also Nidoking, Celebi, which he didn't bring, Sneasel. He has Gastrodon, Gigalith, Koopa Confined, and Linoon. I was pretty positive Linoon wasn't coming this game because I have a Mega Aerodactyl. If you wanted to run Linoon, he's going to have to be Jolly to outspeed Excadrill, and I could always be Scarf Excadrill as well. I had the option of running Unaware Clef, which was actually really good this matchup, or really obvious this matchup. I didn't actually end up bringing it, but what else did I have for Linoon? I also had Gengar that could check it, so I really doubted Linoon was coming, and obviously I was right. Yeah, I'll just go through my team a little bit real quick. So I have I believe this Aerodactyl is pretty bulky just to be able to take hits from Darmanitan, but it's still like it's really strong still, and Aerodactyl is an amazing matchup versus his team. It is Stone Edge, Earthquake, Roost, as well as Pursuit. So I can actually Pursuit like a Scarf Darm. I was pretty sure this was going to be Scarf Darm when I was thinking of, like when I was looking at his team, and then I thought this would probably be like DDZ, Iron Tail, Mence, because that kind of destroyed my team, and like Unaware Clef was kind of obvious for it, and you know, it can break through Unaware Clef with its Z moves. So I ended up not bringing that Clefable, and I'll go in my Clef in a sec, but that was my Darmanitan. It could also Pursuit Trap the Koopa Confined if he decided to bring that. And, you know, just nice. It's Mence can't set up on it. I also try to make sure that Mence could not set up on anything on my team. There's like one Pokemon I can set up, and I think that's Drill. Also, I was really considering like Fire Fang on Mega Aerodactyl to hit Mega Scizor because from Full Light taking Adamant Bullet Punch guaranteed with my investment. And I decided to pair Mega Aerodactyl up with Kyurem Black because his main counter for Aerodactyl is Gastrodon. I thought these paired up really, really well together. I'm bringing actually a sub-toxic Kyurem Black this week because I can sub up on the Gastrodon. Like maybe I can double expecting Gastrodon to come in on my Aerodactyl, and I can sub on it, Toxic it. I even have Ice Beam as well as Hidden Power Fire for the Scizor. I can't really hit Darmanitan super hard, but I thought with the combination of me getting up rocks, because I have a pretty reliable rocker this week, it having to take Flare Blitz recoil constantly, I felt that I would have been well enough for, like, I felt that I would have been okay for Darmanitan. My next mon is actually going to be an Earthplate SD Excadrill. Earthblade just helps me get more damage off on Mega Scizor. I can SD up on it unless it is Superpower. It's also a spin, you know, to get rid of hazards, because hazards are really bad for you, especially because I don't have recovery on Kyurem. Mega Aerodactyl is very important this match to help me versus Darmanitan, Pursuit Trap, because it's one of the biggest threats to my team. It also outspeeds Coco. Like, outspeeds his entire team. The only thing that really threatens is Gastrodon, and Kieran Black takes advantage of Gastrodon and pretty much can get a kill whenever Gastrodon comes out or get a Toxic off on it. And it can't break my sub unless it's like Curse and curses up on me. But then again, I'm still going to be able to get a Toxic off on it. My next mon, this is a pretty interesting set. I'm actually Sash Clefable with Magikarp. The reason was this is it's just like a fail-safe to keep me from getting swept by Mence and Mega Scizor. I was thinking like Unaware Babiri, but I decided to go with Focus Sash because I wanted to keep the Magikarp just in case. Like, I feel like one of the most obvious Gastrodon sets is like he can either be cursed, but I felt like Toxic and just Bulky was a really good set against me as well, and I felt that I was looking really weak to that set if I was not Magikarp Clef. So I'm actually Magikarp with Calm Mind, Focus Sash, Max Special Attack, Modest, and that means that I can actually set up on the Gastrodon and, you know, even recover up on the Gastrodon and try to stay at full to keep my Sash intact for potentially anything else on his team. I also have Fire Blast with just Oko's Mega Scizor, so that's going to be really nice. My next mon is Mesprit. This is a really good mon against his team. It's like Hidden Power Fire, Energy Ball, Ice Beam, and Rocks. It's just a reliable rocker because his only removal is Mence and Mega Scizor, which I doubt either were going to be removal this week, but you know, I beat them both with my coverage. And I can guarantee get up rocks because, like, if he's also Cursed Gastrodon, it helps me versus that. I can take a hit from literally anything and get up rocks, and, you know, there's a good chance he's not going to have any removal just because, you know, Mega Scizor SD is amazing versus me, and I also was trying to make sure that it could not set up on anything. That's why I have so much fire coverage. I almost even had fire coverage on Mega Aerodactyl. I have Hidden Power Fire on Kieran Black. I have Earthquake with SD for the Scizor on my Excadrill. I have Fire Blast on Clef. I have Hidden Power Fire on this Mesprit, and then I actually have Hidden Power Fire as well on this Greninja. So this Greninja is actually Spikes, 3 attacks, is Extra Belt with Water, Shuriken, Ice Beam, and Hidden Power Fire. So his main switch into this is going to be Gastrodon, and I can set up Spikes on that thing. Even if I take some damage, he most likely is not bringing any removal this game, so hazards are going to be hurting him a lot, and that was my game plan going into this week. So I'm just going to start this real quick, and I didn't expect him to. I expected the lead right here to most likely be like Nidoking because this had to be his rocker. He doesn't have any other choice of rockers this week, so Nidoking was going to be his rocker. So if I level with Kieran Black, I can always Ice Beam that thing. It can't do a ton of damage to me because I do have a lot of bulk. It's good against everything against his team except for Darmanitan because I actually don't have any coverage for Darmanitan. I'm Ice Beam, Hidden Power, Fire. But I didn't expect him to lead with Darmanitan, so I decided to leave it Kieran Black because also Darmanitan, like if it's Scarf, it's a really good late game win condition for him, and I don't think he wants to allow it to get weakened at all in the beginning of the game. So maybe in hindsight that was a bad play, but like I felt that Darmanitan was, I felt like he had better leads, like Coco, Nidoking was also a really good lead. I was expecting like one of those, but I'm going to lay out Kieran Black, and he leads off with Darmanitan. So I made a lot of misplays in this game. I felt that my team was really, really good for him, and you're going to see I do make some misplays this game. Right here, he led off with Darmanitan, so I'm in a really bad position off the bat. I didn't expect him to Flare Blitz right here because I thought that if he did Flare Blitz, I could obviously kill him with a coverage move or something like that. So he might U-turn right here, just like he might have led off with it just to get momentum. So I'm just going to fire off an Ice Beam right here. I didn't really have another play because if I couldn't sack anything. Like if I went out into Aerodactyl, one, it's not Mega Evolve, so Flare Blitz is going to be doing like 80% to it, or more like 60 to 70% to it, and another one will kill if it's Scarf. So I can't go into Aerodactyl unless it's Mega Evolved, and if he goes for Rock Slide on my switch to Mega Aerodactyl, it's going to get 2 KO'd even if it's Mega Evolved. Drill dies to Flare Blitz. Mesprit's not taking a two Flare Blitzes. Clefable, like, I can't go into that. I mean, Greninja can kind of take it and revenge it with Water Shuriken. But if he does U-turn, I'm in a really bad spot. So this was the worst lead possible for me. And I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam right here as he misses his Rock Slide. Now, that kind of sucks for him, but in the end, it's not going to really matter because since he missed that Rock Slide, I didn't realize that he was Life Orb, and I misplayed pretty bad right here. So he's actually Life Orb Darmanitan. I thought this was Scarf, so I thought that, hey, he's locked in a Rock Slide. I got really lucky that that Rock Slide missed. So I'm actually just going to go hard out into my Mesprit, and this was a horrible play because he is fucking Life Orb, and that did a shit ton to me. And this means I'm not going to be able to get up rocks this game. So I'm in an awful position right now, but at least Darmanitan is like at 40%. So I'm just going to be forced to sack off my Mesprit. I was thinking about going to Greninja right here, but that just wasn't a good play. I doubt he was going to U-turn right here just because he's going to take more Life Orb damage. I mean, U-turn wasn't a bad play either, so that's also why I didn't want to go into Greninja right here. So I just thought my best play was sacking off Mesprit as he just kills me off with the Flare Blitz. But he's pretty weakened, which is nice. After rocks, he'll be in range of like Moonblast from my Clefable and stuff like that. And right here, I was in the back, so I should have played aggressively right here. I decided to go for the Water Shuriken. I knew that there was no way of staying in. He was going to go into Gastrodon, so I should have actually probably set up a Spike. As I decided not to do that, I just went for the Water Shuriken. But right here, I'm going to be able to get a Spike up as he does recover. So I ended up getting that turn back, which was kind of nice, which I don't think he would have recovered if I set up Spikes on the switch in. So that misplay didn't end up really matter, but I'm still kind of beating myself up a little bit for it because I want to be able to play the best I can, and I don't like when I misplay, even though it didn't end up mattering, because if I set up Spikes on his switch in, there's no way he was recovering. I guess he was just scouting the damage that I was going to do right here. But I got a Valera Spikes, which is really good for me, as I'm not going to go hard in a Clefable because I will beat it 1v1 since I'm Magikarp Calm Mind, and that's fine with me. And right here, I'm going to actually kind of get in a little bit of a war right here with the Gastrodon. Oh, actually, I don't get into it right yet. So I'm actually going to go hard out into my Mega Aerodactyl because I expected him to actually go out in Nidoking. I didn't think Mega Scizor was going to be a play right here because I should probably be having a Fire move on my Clefable. So I thought that his best play was going to be going out into Nidoking right here because it gave him a lot of momentum. He also got a chance to get up his Stealth Rocks. So right here, I'm actually just going to go for an Earthquake as he's able to get up his rocks. And those are really annoying for me. I have to spin on something, which the best things I can spin on are like Coco. I guess I can spin on Gastrodon because it doesn't kill me in one hit, but also Scizor might be a good thing to spin on if he is not Superpower. And even if he is, these rocks are really, really bad for me that I might want to sack off my drill just to get rid of the rocks. So right here, I go hard on my Mega Aerodactyl as I'm just going to... Oh no, I already went for Earthquake, and that actually didn't kill, which allowed him to get up rocks. So he actually had quite a bit of bulk on this Nidoking, but... he's not going to go into Gastrodon, which is fine. Right here, I think I go back hard out into my Clef as he goes for a Scald, which is fine. And this is where we kind of get into a war. So I Moonblast right here because I need to prevent Darmanitan from getting his free switch in at all costs. So he actually clears Smogs right here. And I haven't shown Calm Mind yet, but he was expecting a Calm Mind. So I'm going to Softball right here to make sure that I keep my Sash as he's going to recover up. And we're going to kind of get into a little bit of war right here. I'm going to try to Calm Mind up while he Clear Smogs me. And I can beat this at 1v1 because Calm Mind has more PP than Clear Smog does. So I technically can beat this at 1v1. And I just need to make sure that he is not able to get a free switch in Darmanitan on like a Calm Mind or a Recover. Because Modest Moonblast will be able to kill the Darmanitan at this point after a Spike. So I need to just make sure that he's not getting a free switch in. So I'm going to be spamming Moonblast a lot just to like reinforce that he can't go Darmanitan on this thing. So he's going to clear Smog. And I'm just going to keep on. We're going to get in this a little bit of a war, you guys. It's probably a bit boring, but... And right over here, this is the play. So this is the play where I decide to switch out because at this point, I feel like I've reinforced that he is not going to be going out into Darmanitan. And the play, like we've been doing this for about 8 turns. And the one play I decided to switch out into Kieran Black on a potential Scald or something so I can sub on this thing and Toxic it. He actually decides to go hard Darmanitan. And this isn't the worst thing in the world because now I have to sack something, and my best play right here is to go into Greninja because it most likely lived one and he would die to Flare Blitz recoil. Because Flare Blitz was definitely his play right here because Rock Slide probably would not kill my Kieran Black and Flare Blitz probably would. So I was pretty confident he was going to go for Flare Blitz right here. Maybe I should even gone Aerodactyl. Like, Aerodactyl or Greninja were definitely the plays right over here. I think Greninja would have been a better play because it's not super needed, especially because he does have a Gastrodon. And I already got up 1 layer of spikes, which is not, and I don't really like need like more spikes up on the field. So Greninja was definitely the play because Clefable can actually win this game once Darmanitan goes down, since it has Fire Blast. Unless he's like Z Iron Tail Mence, which is what I was most likely expecting. It probably wouldn't do that, but since he was Life Orb Darmanitan, I should have realized that there's a good chance this could be Scarf Mence. But right over here, I made pretty much the biggest misplay of the match, and I go hard out into Clef. This was dumb because Clef, after Darmanitan died, had a good chance to win this game, and I desperately needed Clef so badly. You're going to see how much it cost me in this game, and I think I would have won this game if I kept Clef around and went into Greninja over Clef. Because one, I most likely survived the Flare Blitz from Darmanitan with Greninja, and then he would have to revenge kill me with Koko, and I would gain momentum because like if he revenge kills me with Koko, then I could go hard out into Drill, or he could even revenge kill me with a potential Scarf Mence or Bullet Punch from Scizor. But no matter what, I was still gonna be gaining momentum, and that's what I should have. That's what I should have gone for, but he's just going to revenge kill me with Koko right over here as I get a free switch out of my Drill. And I'm going to get a spin-off. And right over here, I'm actually just going to go for an Iron Head. I expect this thing to be Shucka Berry and anyway because the way he stayed in. And he might even go into Mence right here. So I didn't want to give him a free switch into Mence because Z Iron Tail Mence is a huge threat with DD at this point, especially because I sacked off my Clef like an idiot. And I'm just going to go for Iron Head right here as he makes the Dazzling Gleam play. And I'm going to switch now into my my Greninja because he was 100% going for Hidden Power Ground to revenge kill my Excadrill. And I can kill this thing with Water Shuriken as long as I get 3 hits, which I do. So I'm a bit lucky right now, which is nice. As he's going to go out into his Gastrodon. And right here, I think I switch out right here out into my Excadrill because I was just kind of sacking it off at this point, and right here I can get some damage off, but I was thinking right here, so if he goes hard Mence and he DDs up right here, I can just lose this game. So I wanted to go out into Kieran Black because if the Gastrodon stayed in, there's no way he was going for Toxic right here. If he went to Kieran Black, it went to Mence, Dragon Claw doesn't kill me from full, and I can kill this thing with an Ice Beam if he wants to try setting up on me. Or it doesn't kill me from this range, I don't think. But he goes on to Mence, and he actually reveals, or no, he goes for, so he was there. I didn't think there was any way he was setting up a DD right here, so I decided to go out into my Aerodactyl because I could take any one hit from this Mence, and if it is DD, then like he wasn't going for DD right there. I could take any one hit and then revenge kill this Mence, but he's going to go for Outrage, and he's going to reveal that he's Scarf. And I fucked this game up so much because since I sacked Clefable, it allowed Scarf Mence to sweep. And from the team that he brought, I would have definitely won with Clefable. Even though he had Gastrodon, I would have beaten that Gastrodon 1v1. Plus, I had this special Kyurem that took advantage of Gastrodon, Sub-Toxic Kyurem. So I'm pretty positive I would have won this game if I didn't sack off Clefable, and I'm honestly really fucking mad at myself for this. A bit salty, yeah, I'm sorry. And this video is about 20 minutes long. Sorry for the long narration, but I didn't have a team builder, so I had to go through my team and everything. But I spent a lot of time prepping for this match, and I get really frustrated when I lose to misplays. I'd rather get hacked out than lose this way. Like, this just pisses me off. I just fucked up. I feel like I should have won. I spent like the time prepping, and I had it like in my hands, and I just fucked up. So I feel like I would have won if I didn't misplay right there. I don't know. I haven't actually talked about it with Abe because I was just so upset about the match that I didn't really want to talk about it after the game. So maybe Abe thinks differently if he watches this video. But yeah, sorry if this is not the best commentary either, just because I'm a bit tired. I actually woke up just a little bit ago, and honestly did not really want to record this video because, you know, I'm still fucking upset. But anyways, we lost 2-0, so it wasn't the worst differential, but we are now stuck at a 3-3 record, and if we won this game, we'd have been in such a good position for playoffs. And we're still second overall in our conference, but our conference is insanely close, so it doesn't mean a ton, but we're still second place, so it's not like we're not making playoffs anymore because of this, but it would have been extremely helpful. We're 3-3 plus 2 differential now, and Abe took over the first spot in our conference. Next week, we're going to be playing against Razor in an out-of-conference match, so it's a little less important of a game, but I need to win really badly if I want to make playoffs, because this league is just... My next 4 weeks are Razor, then I play Blake, then I play Maddie, who... Maddie originally had a meme team, but this week he actually made a ton of transactions, and he is a fucking scary team now. So that's going to be difficult. And then last week I play Merc, who is a pretty good player as well. So I need to just start winning. If I win maybe 2 out of the 4 games, I should be in a good spot for playoffs. But it's not only that. I wanted to not just make playoffs this season. I wanted to make a name for myself. I want to go something crazy like 8-2 or 7-3. And the reason I'm not doing that is because I keep on misplaying. Like I choked on Dix against Trev in week 4 or week 3. I choked so hard, and then I choked again so hard against Abe, and it makes me really mad that I feel like my prep is on point. And I feel like I'm an average player compared to everyone else in the NPL, but there's always 1 or 2 times where I make a fatal misplay. And I guess that's also due to the fact that I have a very hyper offensive team, so one misplay can easily cost me the game. So hope you guys enjoyed. I ranted a little bit, and I'm kind of upset about this match. Very salty, dude. But I hope you guys enjoyed either way, and let's get it against Razor next week. See you guys next time. Peace.